The story of Sonn Go with the Flow begins in a quiet coastal town where the sea breeze carried whispers of forgotten dreams. The central character, Sonn, was a young woman with a heart that always leaned toward poetry, kindness, and simplicity. She had grown up near the shore, where her father owned a small bookstore that smelled of both paper and salt water. From childhood, Sonn believed life was about flowing like the ocean, never forcing paths, never clinging too tightly, just embracing what came with grace. Her philosophy of going with the flow wasn't about passivity, it was about trust. Trust in time, trust in love, and trust in destiny. But destiny had its own mysterious ways of weaving two strangers into one story. One late summer afternoon, while helping her father arrange books in the shop, Sonn met Arman, a gentle traveler who wandered in with sand still clinging to his shoes. He wasn't looking for a book. He was looking for a place to rest, a quiet corner to collect his thoughts. Sonn noticed his hesitant steps and kindly offered him tea. That moment was the beginning of their quiet journey together. Days unfolded slowly. Arman began visiting the shop often, pretending to browse books but secretly drawn by Sonn's calm presence. She had an aura that made the world slow down. Unlike others, she never asked him about his past, his career, or his future. Instead, she simply offered space, silence, and the rare gift of listening. Sonn's go-with-the-flow nature intrigued Arman, who was someone used to rushing through life, always chasing goals, deadlines, and expectations. In Sonn's world, he discovered a rhythm he never knew he needed. The sound of waves instead of clocks, the fragrance of old books instead of city fumes, and the unspoken comfort of companionship instead of constant conversations. One evening, while the sun melted into the horizon, Sonn and Arman sat by the shore. The sea whispered in its eternal voice, and Arman finally spoke. "Do you ever wonder where the flow will take you?" Sonn smiled softly, her eyes reflecting the orange sky. "Not really. I trust it will take me where I belong." That night, Arman realized something. He had been searching for meaning everywhere but within. Sonn wasn't trying to impress him, wasn't trying to win him. She was just being herself. And in that effortless way, she taught him the deepest form of love, acceptance. The seasons turned, yet their bond deepened naturally. No promises, no pressure, just trust. Sonn introduced Arman to her little routines, walking barefoot on the shore at dawn, writing letters she never sent, planting small flowers in broken pots. Each small act revealed her heart, gentle, resilient, and quietly brave. But life is never without storms. Arman received news from the city, an opportunity that demanded his return. The thought of leaving Sonn's world tore at him. Would going with the flow mean losing what he had found? When he told Sonn, her response was simple but powerful. "If the flow takes you away, I'll still be here. If it brings you back, I'll be here too." Love doesn't need anchors, it needs trust. Her words sank deep. Arman left, carrying Sonn's whisper in his soul. The city welcomed him back with its noise, its speed, and its glitter, but something felt missing. Every book he read reminded him of her voice. Every wave of stress made him crave her calm. Months later, unable to resist the pull of his heart, Arman returned to the coastal town. When he walked into the bookstore, Sonn didn't ask where he had been. She simply looked up, smiled, and said, "Welcome back. The tide brought you home." From then on, they lived a love story not of dramatic declarations but of steady companionship. Sonn's whispered philosophy became their shared truth. Love, like the sea, flows best when you don't try to control it. Their journey continued not in grand gestures but in everyday moments, reading together under the soft glow of lamps, watching waves without words, trusting the flow of life. And so their love story wasn't about fireworks, it was about peace, patience, and presence. In a world rushing endlessly, Sonn and Arman found something rare, the courage to go with the flow, and in doing so they discovered love that was eternal, gentle, and safe.